Okay, so the coupler. Now, this is one object. Okay, this is just one. This is two views of one object: a front view and a section view. Okay, what is that? Let me explain that to you real quick. Okay, if we go back here under class notes, I don't know if I have this active or not. Section views chapter appears to be. In a section view, you have a front view and a sectional view. So you see where this is like this is the object, and then they chop it in half hypothetically, and they'll show you like normally they would show you this the front view and a side view, and you have all these hidden lines. Here we have a front view and the section view. This is a cutting plane line, tells you where it's being cut, and all these diagonal lines represent passing through solid material. Okay, and this is what you would see if it was cut in half like that. Okay, so it's just one object. So let's take a look at the object. All right, so we're going. It's basically kind of a hat-shaped, flange or something. And we're going to start with. There's various ways to do this, but we're going to start with the most simplest way, and it's just a couple extrusions. We're going to start with the base of it. Okay, we got a circle and a bunch of holes. So, and it's in English. So let me get to our drawing, create. Okay, I'm going to start this sketch on this plane down here, the XZ plane, because as if it were sitting on the ground, right? I'm going to put a circle here, and it's got a diameter over here. We get, the dimension, the diameter is 16. Okay. 16. Excuse me, I'm not going to do the interior hole. All right. I'll do that later. But we can do these 4 holes here. There's 4 of them, diameter 2, and they're on a diameter 12 bolt circle. Okay, so this is called a bolt circle, where you would have holes like on a wheel, where you put your lug nuts. It's diameter 12, and they're equally spaced around. So I'm going to get construction lines. Turn on my construction line right here. I'm going to do a circle from the center and put in a diameter of 12. And then I'm going to get a couple lines and establish my 4 lines from top to bottom. So if I mouse over that green, I come back here and I look for that little yellow, it'll give me that quadrant. Okay, so now I have intersections where I can place these holes. So now I'll turn off my construction layer. Okay, then I can come in and pick on those intersections and put my 4 holes. Now I can do this using an array. I'll show you that. I kind of mouse over till I get that yellow dot, right? I could use an array, but this is just as well. I'm going to make them all equal. That equal to that, this equal to this, this equal to this. So I'll just put that dimension in once, which is a diameter of 2. And that's all I'm going to do for this part, and it's 1 inch thick. All right. So this is my first extrusion. So I will say finish sketch, extrude, pick my profile. 1 inch is already in here, so I'll just have to say OK. Now I need to do the top of it, okay? The top part. So that is a 9 inch circle with a 4 inch hole in it. So we can't really deal with the hole because there's already a hole. There's no hole down here. We'll do that later. So we'll just do the circle. I'm going to do a sketch plane right here. Draw a circle on top of it. Make sure it's concentric on the center point. Place 9 inches. Finish the sketch. I'm going to extrude this up. The whole thing is 5, but we already got 1 inch here, so we're going to do a 4 inch extrusion from this plane. So we'll do extrude 4 inches. All right. Now, I have basically a counter bore. I can use a counter bore command, but I'm just going to use simple cuts right now since we're really early in the game here. We've got a hole in the center that's 4 inches, and the counter bore diameter is 6. So we'll do the 4-inch first. So we'll put a sketch plane here, do a circle from center, 4 inches, enter, finish the sketch, and I'm going to extrude cut that hole, do a cut. I'm going through all. Let's say, okay, so now I've got the smaller hole cut through. Now I need to put the counter bore. So I'm going to place a sketch plane on the back surface. I'll do another circle right here. This is going to have a 6-inch diameter. Okay, all right, 6, yes. And it has a depth of, if this is completely 5 inches tall from the base and there's 1 inch thickness here, right? I'm only going to come down here 4 inches. So when I do my cut, and I'll say finish the sketch and extrude this right here, cut, and I'm going to change this to 4 inches. Distance is now 4 inches. And I say okay, and there I have that object. So just to kind of clarify things a little bit, let me say this. It's called the coupler, right? And this is what you would turn in, but in the future we'll be turning in drawing sheets. So if I were to make a drawing sheet out of this, so you can click. No, where's that at? File, new, drawing, create. Okay, so if I were to make a drawing out of this, okay, this would be the front view, and that would be a side view. But if you look at this object, it doesn't look like that. It's a section view. So here we have the hidden lines and everything. So we'll get rid of this view. Delete. Okay, and we'll put a section view in here. Okay. You see where that's coming from? The hidden lines. Now we don't have center lines and stuff in because I haven't added those yet, but that's the basic of what you're looking at here to come up with your end result, which would be, that, which we have right here. But this, don't worry about this yet. This stuff comes later. This is all I want you to hand in right here. All right.